Congratulations to Minnesota Duluth on the victory, and good luck to them tomorrow.
Any questions for the team?
Max, just kind of give me an idea. When that puck goes in for them at the end there, can you put into words what that heartbreak is like?
It just kind of reminded me of last weekend. It was the same situation. We couldn't get the puck out with 3 minutes left, and we ended up shooting ourselves in the foot at the end there. I don't want to say that we should be used to that, but I feel like next year we'll learn from that, and we'll take advantage of that.
Brandon, same thing.
I mean, yeah, similar to what he said. I don't really know what to say to it. Just on the wrong side too many times this year, and obviously next year we'll focus on that, and hopefully we'll be on the right side of things.
For Max and Brandon, what did you think of Ryan's poison net, especially bouncing back from last weekend?
He's been unreal for us. He's the reason why we did so well this season. Our team wouldn't be who we are without him backing us up. He's been tremendous for us. He stops pucks. He stops pucks in big situations. And, yeah, like I said, he's been huge for us, and I can't thank him enough for what he's done for us.
You guys go from playing number 3 team in the nation last week, number 2 this year, defending national champions. Is this the type of games you guys look at as a measuring stick for the program? I know you're both sophomores. You're still building it up to that. But do you see yourselves kind of almost at that same plateau as these teams now?
I mean, yeah, obviously there's rankings and numbers. We don't really look too much at that. It's just another hockey team, and we've beaten the best this year. We've played with the best, so yeah, obviously we're right up there with them. It's just a number. Doesn't really mean anything.
Guys, for Max, I guess, you know, as disappointing, as hurtful as it is right now, are you able at all to feel any positives out of this season yet, or is it just too soon yet?
I mean, right now it's too soon, but just looking back on our season, we still made history for the program, like not being here for 29 years. And we're still proud of that, and we're still doing that for our community. But obviously we want to have that game, and same with last weekend's game. But we just got to, like I said, work on that area of our game and come back next year stronger and better.
Brandon, I know right now there's some heartbreak, but you guys were best season since, I think, 96, first time in the tournament since 1990. I mean, just looking back, I guess, how do you kind of describe this team in this season?
I mean, season's been unbelievable, obviously. It's a historic season for the program, the community. I just think our chemistry was there all year. We're a really close group, and we've been through a lot together, ups and downs, over the past 4 years. Obviously, these seniors are going to leave this place way better than they found it, and I know we're only sophomores, but we're going to try to continue to do the same. So our senior year, we're going to leave Bowling Green better than we found it.
And yeah, what would you say would set up the goal in the second period there?
We just transitioned well off the rush, and Lucas made a really good play to Johnson. Luckily, he found me back door, and I was able to finish it.
All right, we'll dismiss the student athletes now. Any questions for Coach now?
Yeah, what just made Minnesota lose so tough to play against today?
Their players. They've got really good players in all 3 positions, and the experiences they've had over the last. Well, I'd like to see how much NCAA tournament hockey that senior class has played. I know it's not a huge class, but their experience made them very difficult to play. Unfortunately, as the boys said, we were 3 minutes away from finishing the game the way we wanted to finish it. But their experience, their players, made it very, very difficult for us.
Coach, your goaltender, Ryan, how key was he in limiting second chances for UMD, and how comfortable with you guys with him covering that puck and just forcing face-offs even though UMD was winning a lot of draws out there.
100% comfortable the way he played, and when he's covering pucks, to me, it's when he's at his best. Both of their goals were second opportunities. One, he went to play, and Chris went to play, and the second one hit his right pad and came right out to the slot. Second opportunities, not on him at all. I'm not saying that. When your goaltender is freezing pucks and shutting down plays, you're right. Face-offs have been an Achilles heel of this team all year long. I think because of the lack of experience we have down the middle of the ice. Whatever, nothing more than an excuse, but. We can handle a face-off. Scrums in front of our net are very, very difficult. So he did an excellent job of limiting how many pucks ended up right in front of him.
Coach, sorry.
Chris, though it hurts now, obviously, this year, did this change the standards for your program?
100%. I want it to hurt for all of us. I want last Saturday to hurt. I want tonight to hurt. In a coaching way. I want to take the hurt away from them as people. I don't want them to feel the way they feel right now as human beings, because that sucks, and they're young. I want to take that from them, but I can't. We're in the world of athletics, and somebody has to lose, and we're gonna be better for it. As far as the program and the hockey goes, we don't want to. Not finish off those opportunities in the future. We think we'll have those opportunities in the future, and we need to be better prepared when we're there. Because last Saturday was a complete meltdown. Tonight wasn't that. I didn't think, but there were both games that we feel we should have closed out and finished properly. And we had done it all year long. Again, I say face-offs all year have been poor. We've been pretty good with the lead in the last couple of games. Full credit to our opponents, but we need to learn from it. And I do hope, again, from a program perspective, the things we've been talking about in terms of standards, they're real. We need to get back to these situations and be better prepared when we're there.
Coach, well, you just kind of stole my thunder a little bit, but
Sorry.
The obvious storyline for dumb journalists like us is that this week was the same as last week. But on the bench, did you feel like you were in a better place in those last few minutes?
100%, 100%. I felt like we were in a better place, and unfortunately, they're young people, and we can talk about it. Last Saturday, quite honestly, we wanted to burn the tape the last 3 minutes. The last thing we wanted to do is talk about that again. But what happened was the same type of thing. We had the puck on the half wall. Instead of committing to getting it out and making a poised play, we made a soft, unpoised play, and it ended up in our net. It's really difficult to create that atmosphere in practice. I take that back. It's impossible to create that atmosphere in practice. So you have to live through it. That is why I said yesterday, I think one of Duluth's biggest strengths, without trying to be a know-it-all, is their experience. You cannot teach what they've been through. They acted like it. We, hopefully, as a program, are going to get a little bit more used to being in these situations so we can act better when we're there next time.
Coach, it seemed like from the puck drop at the start, it seemed like you guys came out aggressive, especially on defense. Duluth is dangerous, but it seemed like really all night you made them uncomfortable. Even both of their goals, they weren't really comfortable goals. I mean, how much was that a point of emphasis to really get them out of
100% the point of emphasis, the way we have to play. We're going to contest every inch of the ice. We're going to fight you for it. If your top guys don't want to do that, then it's going to be a difficult night. Now, I'm not saying Duluth's top guys didn't want to do that. I'm talking about BG. That's the way we have to play. When we're right, we're defending and we're taking away time and space. We're not standing there and watching them play and then hope it doesn't go in. We're gonna fight you for it. And we've played two of the top teams in the program. The last two, out of the way they played. They represented this coaching staff and BGSU because they went out there and they fought hard for it. They didn't stand there and take it. They fought it. They fought hard, and that's who we want to be. That's who we are.
Coach, after this weekend you went into the third period 1-0, just like last weekend. What did you say this weekend that was maybe different from what you said last week and in between
It
periods?
was probably the exact same, honestly. We need to play with some poise. We need to, get the puck out of our own zone. Don't give them second and third opportunities in our zone in terms of we have it, we turn it over, we have it, we turn it over. And unfortunately, we had it and we turned it over and ended up in our net.
Since you've gotten to BG, I mean, all you've done is get better each year. And that was the case again this year, obviously, hitting first the past 10, 20 years. So I guess looking back, how do you kind of describe this team and this season?
Well, I describe the team as a really good team to be around on a daily basis, a fun team to coach. The season was a great season, but we didn't win anything from a championship perspective. Those are expectations we have in this program, and I'm just being honest about that. It was a I guess I want to change that. It was a really good season. It wasn't great, because we didn't win anything. We won a bunch of games. We made it to the national tournament. That's all really good stuff, and I'm not downplaying that. But we had an opportunity to win a championship last Saturday. We had an opportunity to win a championship with 28 regular season games, and we weren't able to do that. These are the goals of the program. I'm not going to be the guy that nothing is good enough. That's not fair to anybody involved, and I'm not that. It was a really good year. But we define great as winning a championship and making it to the national tournament and winning 20 games. That's what we define as great. Unfortunately, we fell short.
Going back to Ryan, how do you feel he's grown this season for you guys?
Physically, he's about the same, about the same size. No, he's grown up a bunch. Not only this season, he was a backup as a freshman to Chris Nell, and he knew it, and he didn't always handle it great. He's grown up a bunch. I mean, look at him play, and he takes, he feels it's his fault. That's just the way. I think that's a goaltender mentality. But he was big time tonight, just like he's been 95% of this season. He's been big time, and that's because of his growth. And people have said to me they've seen him grow up as a goaltender, whether it be opponents in our league or outside of our league. They saw him as a freshman, now they see him as a junior, and he's developing like a big time hockey player should, and he's really good right now. This may be difficult for me to get out, so I apologize. I want to thank our fans. We've all wanted this. I've wanted it for 9 years. They've probably wanted it for 29. But you saw how much BG hockey means to people with the orange in the building. Pretty special thing. Pretty special thing. I want to make sure that they all know how much we appreciate them putting forth the time and effort to come here and cheer us on. And we're extremely proud to be representing them with our hockey program. So everybody out there listening, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it.